Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Y'all stop with these shenanigans, man. But before we dive into it, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Leave that donation for that fried rice and chicken wings. Hey, yo, hold your horses and let's stop taking it to the stupid. All these shenanigans. Laila Ali versus the GOAT. The GOAT versus the GOAT's daughter. How about the hold your horses, let's not take it to the stupid? Claressa Shields and Laila Ali. Claressa, she was able to come up with the 15 million. Let me tell you something, man. There's some similarities here between Laila Ali and Deontay and Claressa Shields and AJ. But there's something, it's kind of interesting about Claressa and Deontay Wilder as well. Now, y'all remember Deontay Wilder and AJ? The fight that never happened. Undisputed, two young, strong boxers, undefeated knockout punches. One wild and ferocious, one highly skilled and powerful. Both with the killer instinct and smelt that blood. AJ said, 50 million, I'll fight Wilder for 50 million. Wilder and his team came up with 50 million. AJ and Eddie Hearn didn't take the bait. Instead, something and something led to something, and I know what happened. They got a hold of Saudi Arabia. Daniel Kinaha was a connect at the time, and they put up some big money, and things went wrong. Now, for those of you saying Deontay Wilder blew the deal, no, he didn't. The zone rep came out. I just talked about this, and I talked about it like a year and a half ago. They said they dropped the ball. They didn't treat Wilder like the champion he is, and it was just a learning curve for them. So it wasn't Wilder's fault. It was being greedy by AJ and Eddie Hearn and DAZN. But that being said, you look at what happened here with Laila Ali. Now, she's kind of in the position of AJ in this instance where she's like, don't nobody mention to me Claressa Shields' name unless, we're talking about 15 million or 20 million. And then maybe I'll think about it. The GOAT's daughter will think about it. And then Claressa Shields came up with that 15 million. She ain't come up to 20, but it was that 15. So now we're sitting here right now saying, okay, man, this is the fight we want to see. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I think anything with Ali on it, Muhammad Ali's daughter, anything Ali, just like Bob Marley and his sons and anything with Marley, leave it alone. That's how I feel. It will always rub people the wrong way. Just like Floyd Mayweather talking about how he is better than Muhammad Ali and shit like that. But that's his right. But I'm just saying, those guys have had, Muhammad Ali has affected so many people. So many people. You just leave the Ali name alone. So in addition to that, when it comes to Laila Ali and Claressa Shields, look, Laila Ali's retired, man. She retired with 24 wins and 21 KOs. And this is interesting. Out the ring since 2007. It's 2025. What's that, 18 years? So what are we doing here? Claressa Shields wanna if Laila can beat me, yeah, I'll take off my gold chain. Which one? I got two. One, two, the big one or small. Yeah, I'll take off my gold chain and I'll put it around her and I'll close the clasp and I'll say, you beat me, you are the GOAT. But it won't happen. That's how confident I am. It's like, oh, this chain, 100K. It's 100,000. It's 100K. Hey, yo, Claressa, hold your horses and stop taking it to the stupid. The chain should say horses. Hold your horses. The GOAT, the GOAT. The fuck out of here with that nonsense. Claressa Shields gets no points for trying to get in the ring and fight Laila Ali. I know Laila Ali has thrown jabs at her. I know she has. I know Laila Ali has said some craziness about if she was in the Olympics, she would have won a gold medal. And she could have knocked Claressa Shields out. And how she just hits too hard. And Laila Ali has talked some trash, you know what I'm saying? But the reality is this. She's been out the ring since 2007. This purse demand, 15 to 20 million. Look, it's going to take 15 million. Okay, she'll say, okay, I thought about it, not interested. If there's 15 million out there for this fight, you know there's even more. But the problem is, Claressa Shields, like AJ, this is how they doing Laila Ali like they did Wilder. Start talking the A-side talk. Claressa Shields is already saying, same thing AJ did to Wilder. This is why negotiations fell apart with Wilder and AJ. They're like, okay, you're offering Laila Ali 15 million, Claressa. How much are you taking home? Well, we ain't getting into that. Don't worry about what I'm making. the guap. But what I will say is I'm the A side. Everyone knows I'm the A side. You the A side. Oh shit. That sounds like Eddie Hearn and AJ. We're gonna give Wilder, think of 15 million for Brazil, and then for 2 fights with AJ, 40 million apiece. It came out to about 100 million. But they weren't gonna say what AJ was gonna make. And that was problematic. Now, Claressa Shields is out here acting like, yeah, I put up the money, yeah, but I ain't gonna say how much I'm making. You know, if she was able to raise 15 million just to pay Ali, you know there's some huge money there for her. They fully expect for Claressa Shields and Laila Ali to be the biggest pay-per-view women's boxing event ever. And I'm gonna tell you, that fight would generate some serious buzz, because and it's unfortunate, but every goddamn commercial, every advertisement, you know what they're gonna have? Muhammad Ali boxing and stuff, and then his daughter, coming into the image and boxing. Everything's gonna be playing off Muhammad Ali. The build-up's gonna be surrounded around Muhammad Ali, not Laila Ali and Claressa Shields. That's what's gonna be that captures the minds and the hearts of the audience is Muhammad Ali. So if you ask me, well, damn hood, so who's the A side? Laila been retired 17, 18 years. Who's the A side? We're talking about marketability and brand and shit. It's Laila Ali. But if we're talking about as far as accomplishments, now, you got to understand here, Claressa Shields is undefeated, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, undisputed across 3 weight classes. That's a pretty big deal. But when we're looking at the picture holistically, Laila Ali, with no Laila Ali, there is no money for Claressa Shields like that. So the person who's bringing the money to the table, okay, is the A side. It's like Canelo and Crawford. I said Canelo was the A side. When he entered negotiations, he's the A side. He's getting more money. But now that that's a done deal, Crawford is the A side because he's the one that they want to win. But we all know the guy who brings the money to the table is Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Now you look at Laila Ali. I don't think at any point in time, if she agrees to the fight with Claressa Shields, all of a sudden they're going to shift now and somehow make Claressa Shields the A side, which is what she wants to be. But I don't think that'll ever happen. But the reality, them two fighting, it's not going to happen, man. Shields secured $15 million, came out here publicly challenging Ali, which to make it seem like she has all the economic strength, the economic control, and without me, Laila Ali can't come out here and eat. I don't know this, but I'm pretty sure Laila Ali is doing quite fine without coming back to boxing. I'm pretty sure, just because of what she did in boxing and who her father was. She don't need Claressa. She does not need Claressa Shields. And I'll be honest with you, Claressa Shields does not need to be messing around with no damn Laila Ali. But we'll see what happens now, because Laila Ali doesn't seem to be too interested in making that fight. She's kind of gone quieter than ever, which now some people are saying that she's ducking Claressa Shields. But anyway, man, we'll see what happens. Is it the biggest fight in boxing? I don't know. But I just think it has some similarities, because you got the power of Wilder, the power of Laila Ali, the popularity of Shields, and the popularity of Joshua. And, I could go more in depth, but I'm not. I'm going to stop right there. But just understand this. That fight ain't happening. Laila, Claressa, it's already screwed up because of the A-side bullshit. Just like AJ and Walter. And I could do an hour on this, but I'm going to stop because I just don't feel like talking and breaking everything down. But let's just understand who controls the venue here. Maybe it's Joshua, maybe it's Shields. They already got the T-Mobile showing interest, Dallas Stadium showing interest, and they're the ones and Shields is working everything like Joshua's team would have been working everything. And then Wilder and Ali were kind of forced to, accept the terms. And we just got to wait and see what's going to happen. Anyway, I may do a deeper dive on this, but y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze. Apologize for the interruption, but hey, if you enjoy the channel, you enjoy the content, why don't you go take time and head over to my homepage, click on the link store so you can purchase some of the latest Hood Champion boxing merch. That hats, shirts, sweatshirts, coffee mugs, stuff for the kids, and different designs. So again, I'd appreciate it if you took some time to head over to the store. Again, just click on the store tab on my homepage and go out there and find something you like. Got something for everybody. And again, hold your horses. Let's not take it to the stupid. And y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.